Om Shanti, 21st April 2020. In today's Bab Dada Sakar Murli, Baba has drawn our attention to one of the real life incidents where a female child was being thrown to the refuse bin and she was adopted by one of the couples, and so definitely she starts considering them to be her parents. And similarly, Baba says, you all were in the refuse bin and now I am here to adopt you, so definitely I am your mother and father. Also, Baba drawn our attention to this virtue where we need to pay regard and respect to our senior brothers and sisters. Baba also said that you should not have any greed for food. Like deities, they have no attraction or greed towards meal. They eat very less despite having 36 different varieties of meal. So Shiv Baba is basically asking we children to stay away from greed. But there is a difference between the bodies of deities and the bodies of human beings. So it's important to take care of the bodies by having a proper diet. But it should not be like if the food is delicious today, so your diet will increase. And if it is not delicious, so you don't feel like eating. This is greed basically. So we should take care of our bodies, otherwise it will become an obstacle in our service as well. Also, Baba said that if you want to become the destroyer of obstacles and an embodiment of solutions, then you should have the stage of bestower with the power to accommodate. The power to accommodate means samane ki shakti, like we say in Hindi. So now let's listen to the Murli in detail, where our beloved Babdada says, sweet children, you're now making effort to become the most elevated human beings because the deities are pure and they are called the most elevated human beings. You're now becoming pure. Question is, why has the unlimited Father given us children refugee? Because all of us were in the refuse bin. We were refused absolutely, and the Father take us out of the refuse bin and make us beautiful. He makes those with devilish traits into those with divine virtues, and according to the drama plan, the Father has removed us from the refuse, adopted us and made us belong to Him. And song is Who Has Come in the Early Morning Hours. In Hindi, Ye Kaun Aaj Aaya Savere Savere. So, Babdada says, Om Shanti. The Father has to come to change the night into day. You children know that the Father has now come, and previously when we belonged to the Shudra clan, we had Shudra intellects. The picture of the variety of clans is very good for explaining to others. You children know how you go around the cycle of these castes. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has now changed us from Shudra into Brahmins, and we become Brahmins at the confluence of every cycle. Brahmins are not called the most elevated beings. Only the deities are called the most elevated beings, and Brahmins are making effort here to become the most elevated beings. It is in order to be changed from impure to pure that people call out to the Father. Therefore, you should ask yourself, to what extent am I becoming pure? Baba is asking we children to check at what extent have I become pure. Baba says students also churn their studies, they understand what they will become through their studies, and it is in the intellects of you children that you have now become Brahmins in order to become deities. This is your most valuable life because you are God's children. God is teaching you Raj Yoga and He is changing you from the impure to pure. You are becoming pure deities. It is very good to explain the caste, and sannyasis do not agree with this aspect, but they do understand the calculation of 84 births. They can also understand that they who belong to the religion of renunciation do not take 84 births, and even those of Islam and Buddhist etc. can understand that although they do not take 84 births, they do take rebirth, but fewer in number. When you explain to them, they will quickly be able to understand, and you have to have tact when you explain to them. In Hindi, Baba says, samjhane ki bhi yukti honi chahiye. There has to be a technique to make people understand. Well, Shiv Baba says that you have to have tact when you explain to them. Baba refreshes the intellects of you children who are personally sitting here, just as other children also come here to be refreshed. Baba refreshes you every day, saying, imbibe these things, let your intellects only continue to think about how we take 84 births and how we have become Brahmins from Shudra. Brahmins are the children of Brahma. Now where did Brahma come from? The father explains that I named this one Brahma, and all of you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris and are family therefore. And therefore Baba explains that I named this one Brahma and all of you are Brahma Kumar and Kumaris. Basically it's a family. Therefore you must surely have been adopted. Only the father would adopt you. He is called the father, not Dada. Only the father can be called the father. You receive property from the father, and a paternal or maternal uncle or someone of the same family may adopt a child. The father has told you how someone found a little baby girl in a refuse bin and took her out and gave her to a couple to adopt because they didn't have a baby of their own, and that child would start calling the couple who adopted her as mother and father, wouldn't she? So here it's a matter of the unlimited. It is as though you children were in an unlimited refuse bin and you were lying in the river of poison. You were lying so dirty according to the drama. Then finally the father came and removed we children from the refuse and adopted us. Well, the Tamu Pradhan world would only be called refuse. Human beings with devilish traits are body conscious. The vices of lust and anger are very big. You were in Ravan's, Baba says, you were in Ravan's big refuse bin. In fact, you all were you all are also refugees. You have now taken refuse with the unlimited father in order to come out of the refuse and become beautiful deities. So at present, everyone in the whole world is in a big refuse bin. And the father comes to remove you from the rubbish and make you belong to him. However, those who have been living in the refuse have become so used to it that even when they are taken out of it, they still prefer the rubbish. The father has come to remove you from the unlimited refuse bin. People even call out, Baba, come and make us beautiful. Remove us from this forest of thorns and make us into flowers. Make us sit in God's garden. At present, we are in the forest of devils. The father takes your children into his garden, and you have now become Brahmins from Shudra, and you are to become deities now. It is to become the kingdom of deities, not Brahmins. Although you are called Pandavas, and you Pandavas do not have a kingdom, you are sitting with the father in order to gain your kingdom. The unlimited night is now coming to an end, and the unlimited day is about to gain your kingdom. Well, Baba says the unlimited night is coming to an end. So it's important to understand that the unlimited day is about to dawn. It's about to rise. And you heard the song, who came early in the morning? Well, he comes early in the morning to finish the night and to bring the dawn. This means that he comes to establish heaven and to hell and to have this hell destroyed. Well, there is this saying that it's darkest before the dawn. So Baba is at the darkest time period, isn't it? Baba says, even if this much remains in your intellects, you can have happiness. Those who are to claim a high status in the new world will never show their devilish natures. They would serve the yagya with a great deal of love, through which they will become so elevated. You should, Baba says, you should even give your bones to the yagya. Check yourself, how will I claim a high status if I behave like this? You're no longer senseless babies. You can understand for yourself how you would become a king or part of the subjects. Well, Baba has taken an experienced carrier who knew kings, etc. very well. Even the maids and servants of the kings receive a lot of happiness. They live with kings, but they would still be called maids and servants. They do not have happiness, and they also eat the food that the king and queen eat. Those who live outside the palace wouldn't be able to eat that. It is number-wise for the maids too. Some adorn the queen, some look after the children, and others sweep the floor. So kings of today have so many maids and servants. Therefore, imagine how many there would be there in Satyug. They are all in charge of their own separate sections. Their places of residence would be separate, of course. They wouldn't be as decorated as the king and queen. They would come inside the palace, but they would still live in the servants' quarter. Therefore, the father explains very clearly, have mercy for yourself so that you become the highest on high. You have now become Brahmins from Shudra, and this is a great fortune for you children. You will become deities again. This confluence age is very, very benevolent. There is benefit for you in every aspect, and when you prepare food in the kitchen whilst remaining in the state of yoga, many will get benefited. At the Srinath Dwar temple, they prepare food in total silence. They only remember Srinath. Devotees remain very engrossed in their devotion. You should remain intoxicated with this knowledge. There is such devotion of Krishna, don't even ask. 2 young children went to live at Vrindavan, forest of Krishna, and they were complete devotees of Krishna. They said that they would only live there and would leave their bodies in the remembrance of Krishna. Just imagine, they were invited so many times to go and stay in good home and take knowledge, but they said that they only wanted to live there. They would be called the highest of all devotees. They completely surrendered themselves to Krishna. You now have to surrender yourselves to the Father. At the beginning, so many surrendered themselves to Shiv Baba. Many came, but when we moved to India, many remembered their homes and families and finally left. There are omens over many. Sometimes there is one type of omen and sometimes another. Baba has told you to ask everyone who comes, where have you come to? Did you see the board outside that says the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris? So this is a family. One is the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and the other is remembered as Prajapita Brahma. All of these here are his children, and Shiv Baba is Dada, that is grandfather. We receive our inheritance from him, and he gives this advice: remember me and you will become pure from impure. He gave the same advice in the previous cycle too, and this is such an elevated study. Your intellects understand that you're receiving the inheritance from the Father, and your children are also studying the study to change from humans to deities. Therefore, you definitely have to imbibe divine virtues. Your food and drink, as well as your words and behavior, must be very royal. Deities eat so little. They are not tempted by anything. 36 varieties of food are prepared for them, yet they eat so little. To be tempted by food or drink is devilish behavior. You have to imbibe divine virtues, and so your food and drink have to be very pure and simple. However, Maya is such that she makes your intellects completely stone. Therefore, you receive a status accordingly. The Father says, in order to bring benefit to yourself, imbibe divine virtues. If you study well and teach others, you will receive a prize. Well, the Father does not give this. You claim it through your own efforts. Check yourself to see to what extent you are doing service and what you will become. What would you receive if you left your body at this moment? If any of you were to ask Baba this, Baba would instantly say, it is understood what status you will claim because of this activity of yours. If you do not make effort, you will cause a lot of you will basically cause a lot of loss for yourself every cycle. Those who do service well will definitely claim a good status. Internally, it is understood which one are to become maids and servants. This would not be said out loud. Students at school can understand whether they will become seniors or juniors. It is the same here. Those who are seniors will become kings and queens, whereas the juniors will attain a lower status. There are seniors and juniors amongst the wealthy, and there are seniors and juniors amongst the maids and servants too. The status of the seniors is higher, and the maid who's a sweeper has no right to enter the palace. So your children can understand all of these things very well, and you will understand them even more at the end. You have to give regard to those who become elevated. Just look at Kumarika. She's a senior, and so she has to be given regard. The Father is drawing the attention of your children to this, that give regard to the Maharathi children. If you do not give regard, you're increasing the burden of sin on yourself. Actually, to give regard, it's important to have regard for yourself. Well, anyway, Shiv Baba says that there are also bondages on the Kumaris and mothers, isn't it? So they have to tolerate so much. Mostly it is the mothers who write, Baba, this one troubles me so much. What should I do? However, you're not an animal that he can force you. You must have some desire inside your heart. This is why you are asking. Underline. There is nothing to ask about in this. A soul is one's own enemy and one's own friend. You can do whatever you want. To ask means that you have some desire in your heart. And the main thing is remembrance. It is by having remembrance that you can become pure. Lakshmi and Narayana are number one pure ones. Mama did so much service, and none of you could claim to be cleverer than Mama. Mama was the wisest of all in knowledge, and many are weak in yoga. They are unable to stay in remembrance. If you do not remember Baba, how are your sins going to be absolved? The law says that at the end you have to leave your body in remembrance. You souls have to leave your bodies in remembrance of Shiv Baba, and no one but the one Father should be remembered. There must be no attraction of anything. This has to be practiced. You came bodiless and we have to return bodiless. Baba repeatedly says to your children, become very sweet. Also imbibe divine virtues. There are now the evil spirits of body consciousness. Pay a lot of attention to yourself. Interact with others with a lot of love. Remember the father and spin the cycle. Explain to everyone the secrets of the cycle and they will be amazed. No one is able to remember 84 births. So how could anyone remember 8.4 million births? Well, that couldn't enter anyone's mind, and even if you keep the cycle in your intellect, it is a great fortune. Well, this play is now coming to an end. There has to be disinterest in the old world. Your intellect's yoke should go to the land of silence and the land of happiness, that is Manmana Bhav. So Manmana Bhav is also mentioned in the Gita. No one who studies the Gita knows the real meaning of Manmana Bhav. But you children know it. God speaks, renounce all bodily relations and consider yourselves to be souls. Who said this? Krishna is not God. Some say that they only believe in the scriptures. Even when God comes, they would still not believe him. They continue to study the scriptures accurately. God has come and is teaching Raj Yoga. Establishment is now being carried out. All of those scriptures, etc., belong to the path of devotion. If they had the faith that this is God, they would start to claim their inheritance. Then even devotion would fly away. However, this can only be possible when they have this faith. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana is, in order to become deities, imbibe very royal sanskars. Your food and drink must be very pure and simple. Do not become tempted. In order to benefit yourself, imbibe divine virtues. Pay attention to yourself and interact with everyone with a lot of love. Give regard to those who are senior to you and become very sweet. Do not become body conscious. Baba is blessing by saying, may you constantly be a destroyer of obstacles and an embodiment of solutions by having the stage of a bestower with the power to accommodate. Well, the blessing for being a destroyer of obstacles and an embodiment of solutions is received on the basis of two things. Number one, always have the awareness that you are the children of the bestower, and so you have to give to everyone. It is not that you will be loving when you receive regard or love. You have to give it. Second is become an ocean of the power to accommodate for yourself and for everyone who comes into connection and relationship with you. By having these two specialities, you will be filled with good wishes and pure feelings and become an embodiment of solutions. Basically, you can have the stage of bestower by keeping the awareness of soul and Shiv Baba, that who am I and whom do I belong to. And in order to have the power of accommodation, it's important to have firm faith and accuracy and belief in drama. Slogan is, make truth your companion and your boat will never sink. This term truth basically means awareness of soul, Baba and drama. Om Shanti.